is. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's hauled in by Doxson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Would you say this offense is locked in right now? They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs? Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. And where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field. Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards.
Ric Flair.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Protein spill. Whirling. Hey, Charlie.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on it? Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Check 59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Completes it to Austin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Like 20. Listen. I'm coming after you.
On second down and 4. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On third down, here's Edwards. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Block now on first down. It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
What we got? Mike's 59. Mike's 14.
Throwing on second and 8. Goff got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Goff now looks to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
54, weak.
56, Mike, 50.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
6 man.
Hey, high 7. Lee Griffin.
On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And an alley to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 13 yards on the pickup, so the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get... And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.